Hello there, welcome to the Airgun Gear Show vlog or vlog. This is the smaller channel as opposed to the big channel. I'll put a link to that up there, and that big channel does all my big main reviews. But my little channel here allows me to get information out to you quicker. I do unboxing and testing and things like that, which I can show you. It's a bit more rough cut. But what I'm going to do now is shut up and just get on with what you've come here to have a look at. So, everyone has been making videos on this new pellet from JSB, the Hades. And what's all the excitement about? Well, it's the head of the pellet. It's designed to mushroom more on impact. I don't want to say fragment because that makes it sound like it flies off all over the place, and I've not had that happen. The head sort of splits open and expands. Thus, for hunters or pest controllers, that's hugely helpful. You want the pellet to dump as much energy into what you're hitting rather than it fly straight through. The Hades I have is 15.89 in weight. Now when you start weighing the pellets, they come out the same as regular JSB 15.89 pellets. It's averaging on the side of 16. So for those of you that like weighing and sorting for ultimate weight match, that still needs to be done. But overall, I've not found the pellet consistency and weight to be anything different to any other pellets out there in the market. These are currently 2.2. I assume if it goes well, then other calibers will follow. But the machining and the tooling to make these pellets and the new head style is probably rather expensive. And JSB may be dipping toes into the water at the moment. So if these are popular, I'm sure more sizes may follow. The forming of the pellets is really clean and tidy and consistent, and I've not seen bad heads or deformed pellets so far. Accuracy is super important. That's why I spent hours and hours testing and retesting. And what's my conclusion? Well, in a sub 12 foot-pound rifle at 25 yards, compared to the standard JSB Diablo pellets, being picky, I'm getting maybe one pellet size hole larger groups with the Hades. And that's being picky. If you're using these at 25 yards, it's probably you that's missed, not the gun or the pellet. 10 shot groups at 50 yards with my crown, 880 feet per second. Well, all bar 2 or 3 are under half an inch. But then the normal 15.89s have 2 outside half an inch as well. So again, really what you're shooting at pest wise ain't gonna argue with you over the size of your grouping like that. Others like Ted have shown the same sort of results. Going back a step to the sub 12 foot-pound level, my Wildcat Mark II runs close to the limit. I tune it just so, but when I put the Hades through it, they seem to run faster down the barrel, around 30 feet per second faster. I've no idea why. Is it down to that fragmented head shape being more efficient at slower speeds? I don't get the same in high power. My crown is 880 feet per second, and it's the same for the Diablos and the Hades. So is it more efficient at slower speeds? Possibly. Then we have to cover the whole point of the pellet, the mushrooming head, not fragmenting, mushrooming. So I made 2 tests, sub 12 foot-pound and 880 feet per second, or high power, and shot both speeds at blocks of soap. Now I don't have ballistic gel, but I have soap, and this will give still a gauge on different penetration and expansion. If you want ballistic gel, I'm sure there's other channels out there who'll buy gel and do a test. This is mine. I bought some soap. All tests are into 3 blocks of soap taped together. Each block is approximately 3 centimeters wide. And the good thing is you could all buy soap cheaply and repeat my test. Then you could use the soap to have a wash. So it's a bit of a bargain, really. I know the wife would be far more happy with me bringing soap home from a day's shooting rather than presenting her with a dead squirrel. Sub 12 foot-pound then. 2.8 centimeter penetration into the block, and a shock area of around 2 centimeters at the stopping point. And the head of the pellet has expanded by 0.2 of a millimeter. However, compare that to a standard Diablo, which penetrates 3.5 centimeters, and that's into the second block of soap, and I can see virtually no shockwave around the pellet at the stopping point. And the head still measures 5.5 millimeters. Therefore, the Hades in sub 12 creates a larger shockwave, stops quicker, and expands compared to the regular Diablo pellet. Now high power. In high power 880 feet per second or USA style, the results are even better. The pellet stops 2 centimeters into the first block of soap, but the devastation caused is undeniable. And the pellet head is now 7.13 millimeters wide. Compare that to a normal Diablo, which goes into the second block, a total of 4.5 centimeters. And the head expands to just 5.6 millimeters and comes to a stop, causing a small shockwave. Therefore, the Hades stops a lot quicker in high power and causes way more devastation. Now this, I think, is where the Hades is left behind by the normal Diablo pellet. So standard, these are zeroing shots, but standard, you know, 15.89 Diablo, yeah, when the wind dies, you can get close to the bullseye. And again over here, this is wind, and then these down here, 15.89 Diablos, bullseye, bit of wind. The Hades, I'm aiming up here. Yeah, so you make your own determination on that, but if I was shooting at 100 yards, I would more than likely pick the standard JSB 15.89 Diablos. What do I conclude then? Well, it's a hunting pellet. Out and out, a hunting pellet. Out to 50 yards, it's a critter basher all day long. Past that, I'd stick with the Diablo pellets. Squirrel, rabbit, pigeon or rat, these are ideal for all of those in this caliber. Can you imagine what this would be like in a 30? We'll have to wait and see. But it stops quicker, does more damage and is accurate. Therefore, my work here is done. Please like and subscribe. It's a vlog channel. Quicker updates and rougher cut stuff compared to the main channel, and I'll put a link to that upstairs. But you could learn a lot. Thanks for watching. Toodaloo.